Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is hannah.j.hatt and here on YouTube I share lash tips and education, makeup tips whether it's for yourself or your clients, pretty hairstyles, skincare. I am also a mom and love to share some real life content. Some other things about me, I'm currently learning how to make beaded bracelets, which are so cute, and I've been baking and cooking now for fun. I have a goal to learn how to sew again and want to make some really pretty flowy summer dresses this year. I've made some cool things happen in my personal and business life, coming from a pretty humble upbringing. I've been recently diagnosed with ADHD along with my OCD, which makes a whole lot of sense, especially as I reflect on my life and some wild choices I've made. But this isn't a confession session. Creating anything with my hands is so much fun and therapeutic to do, and I absolutely love to connect with people. So that's what I'm here to do, to create, connect, and share all the things I love and hopefully make some new friends along the way. So if any of that resonates with you, I hope you will tag along and become a new subscriber. In this video, I will be sharing how I create this soft, neutral glam look for nearly every model that I use for my social media content. And this is for my lash models when I am wanting to showcase my new lash creations. And I need a model to have makeup so that it ties the whole look together, for all those cool social media posts. And of course, I tweak the shades depending on, the model's skin tone when it comes to foundation, powder, all of that. But the steps and color palette is pretty much the same because it's all neutral. And this soft glam makeup look just never disappoints and it looks flawless in photos and videos. So let's get started. This is the beautiful Yasmin. I am sure you can feel her vibe even through the screen. She's one of the coolest people I know. She's so humble and chill and just always down to do whatever I want to create, even if it's like some wild lash or makeup look. She's just cool. So to start off, we will need a good base for the makeup. Skincare is so important to ensure the makeup application just looks smooth. All of the products used will be listed in the description. I've been buying all of my skincare off of YesStyle for years, and YesStyle is an Asian beauty website. They have all sorts of things, but they have literally the best skincare. I mean, I don't even shop at Sephora anymore because Asian skincare is just the bomb. It's just, they're so advanced and, they have the best ingredients that actually nourish your skin. And I've been trying a lot of their makeup lately and it's really good. Like this foundation, or I guess it's a BB cream, but I'd consider it a foundation because it's pretty buildable from like medium to full coverage. It has snail mucin in it. It's like literally skincare foundation and it has SPF. I mean, what? So I'm applying the foundation with a medium-sized dense synthetic brush. And when I apply the product, I am kind of pressing it onto the skin and then going downwards. You don't want to be going up and down, side to side, because that's just going to keep moving the product that you just placed and make it look kind of patchy and messy. And because we all have hair, peach fuzz on our skin, going up and down and side to side will just pick up on to the hairs and look really dry and cakey. So trust me, press and then go downwards. And then what I like to do is top it off with a good extra blend with a wet beauty sponge. Always making sure that I am applying the product along the hairline so that there's no harsh lines from showing a significant difference from the foundation to her actual skin. And the foundation is a perfect match, but I still always kind of soften and blend it out along the edges so that there is no drastic change. We don't want it to look like a mask on her face. When I am blending with a beauty sponge, I am always patting, just bouncing on the skin. And if I notice an area that maybe has a little too much product, that is when I drag. So only drag when you are trying to remove product and pat when you are trying to just blend it into the skin. So I do that on the eyelids as well. I apply just a little bit of product and that's kind of the base for the eyeshadow. Now we haven't applied any of the foundation in the under eyes, but I kind of just blend and push up some of that product underneath the eyes, and then I'm going right in with the Peach Lustre Highlighter Corrector. This will correct darkness and any blue under the eyes, and then I'm going to be blending that out and then going over that with concealer. I love this peach corrector because it's so lightweight. It has like a liquid creamy consistency and it's so easy to blend out, and then it dries beautifully. So it's not thick and cakey in any way. I love to use it during my MAC days on any clients that had hyperpigmentation or any blue like under the eyes, like for this example. So such a great product. Then I'm going over that with the NC20 Prolong Concealer from MAC, and it is quite light in the shade, but keep in mind that this product does oxidize. It gets darker as it dries over time, and we do want her under eyes to look a little bit brighter. So before I set the under eyes with the translucent setting powder, I go in like crazy with that damp beauty sponge to make sure that there's no creasing under the eyes, and I ask her to look way up, do not look down before setting. And then I go in right in with this sponge. I pack on quite a bit of product. Keep in mind, this is not an everyday look. This is for content creation so that we have really beautiful photos and videos. I basically want her to look like a living, walking Instagram filter. And this will make her skin look so flawless and so smooth. Trust me, it's already, I can see it coming together. I'm packing that product all along the areas of the face that crease. So, around the nose, the smile lines, the chin, the eyelids, making sure you blend out any of that concealer because it will crease over time before setting them. And I did apply way too much product, so I'm just swiping some of it off of my hand, and then I'm going to dust it off with a brush. Just like that. You don't need too much. Typically, I won't use a translucent powder on the eyes if I am planning to use any shimmer or like a lot of, colors. But because I'm keeping this very neutral, I'm just going to go over with a translucent powder, and then you'll see coming up, we're going to use just some natural brown shades. Making sure I'm setting also the forehead, all the areas that move the most, and then I'm going in with the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Powdered Foundation. This is in the shade Medium Plus, and you see how much product I'm picking up there? It's a lot, and I mean business. This is how you get that flawless filter, look. It is so gorgeous. Trust me, I know it's a lot of makeup, but this is what makes the skin look so crazy smooth. So you want to work a lot of that product in the brush, like here, and then pat. Don't go brushing in circular motions. When you do that, the bristles and the product just start kind of sticking in the wet patches because the foundation is still a little bit tacky, right? So you want to be patting, pat. And then you can kind of do a little swirly swirl, but just do the pats. I'm telling you, it will make it look so smooth. The skin will look smooth, okay? No cakey, okay? Okay, so I'm bringing some of that product all the way down the neck as well, because remember we did apply the foundation and spread it down the neck. So I'm just blending that all throughout because that's the theme of the day. We are making the skin look flawless. Now I'm going in with the Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish Bronzer. This stuff is the bomb. I love this stuff so much. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So I'm applying it just at the top of the ear. I even go over the hairline. This is how I'm explaining to Yasmin, but kind of just place your knuckle at the top of your ear and then release your finger, and then that will show you where to apply your bronzer and contour. Don't bring it too low like I showed, up high on the top of your ear. We want to lift the face, so I'm playing it in upper motions and then explaining to Yasmin that I am bronzing the temples and down the chin and neck. This is just to create more balance in the face. You don't want bronzer just in the middle of the face. And it's just very soft. I apply a lot of the product in the hairline, so it just blends seamlessly. Look at that color, and it's flat. But look at the color. Yeah, she likes it. Doing the same thing on the other side, applying that bronzer on the top of the ear, and I apply it right in the hairline because I don't want to see any beginning on where that bronzer begins. So blending it towards the center, then pushing that product up along the temples, along the hairline, and then down the chin and neck. And then I just dust a little bit of that bronzer product that's left on the brush over the nose to add some warmth there, and then blush. We love blush. It has a nice little dent from my toddler. So getting some of that product on the brush and then patting it on the apples of the cheeks. And then I softly just blend it upwards, up towards the temples. And then in soft windshield wiper motions, blending that product out so that there is no harshness. We want it to be blended seamlessly. Remember, a tip for making your powders look very smooth on the skin is using your whole arm, not your wrist, because it can make the powder look very harsh. Using your whole arm allows the product to just kind of blend seamlessly. I feel like this is the trend of like seamlessly, effortlessly, smooth, fresh filter. So yeah, use your whole arm. That will really help you and your wrist over time, but to make the product just glide on seamlessly. I can't stop now. I always apply a blush on the forehead, nose, and chin. This is just because I feel like blush looks strange when it's just on the cheeks. I mean, I feel like we look more alive and like we have color when it's all over the face and it doesn't look so orange. You know what I mean? And I mean, blush on the nose looks so pretty. In the summertime, you look sun-kissed. In the wintertime, you just look like you get a cute, cold little nose. So cute. So now I'm going in with a highlighter on the high points of the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, up on the forehead and chin. It just polishes up the look so beautifully. Moving on to the eyes and keeping things very natural, I am choosing these two lighter brown shades here. This is a palette that I created. They're just MAC shadows, and then I'm also using this highlighter for the inner corner and underneath the brow bone. Now I'm focusing those brown shades towards the outer corner of the eye and then just pushing some of that product towards the middle and the inner corner, but keeping most of my focus blending the product in the outer corners of the eyes. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but it really is. In my opinion, I find makeup looks just so much better when you use your entire arm and not just focus with your wrist. Something about using your arm and moving with it, the way it blends is just so smooth. I can't even explain it. You just have to try it and trust me. Going in with the Nylon Frosted eyeshadow. This is for the inner corners and underneath the brow bone. It just makes the eyes pop. I mean, look at that frost. You don't even need that much product. It's just so frosty and so pretty. So I'm going to just blend the brow bone up a little bit with that fluffy brush to blend it seamlessly. And then going in with a slightly darker brown shadows just to kind of smoke out the bottom waterline. Now there's something about a smoked out waterline that just looks so sultry and sexy and completes a look. And I don't know why some people just neglect it. They don't smoke out the bottom, but it just looks so good. I mean, dang, look at that. And I'm going to smoke it out a little bit more with a slightly thicker, kind of fluffier brush and blend some of that product down a little bit because I want it a little bit more smoky. Now we're going to remove all that makeup. I'm just kidding. We're just going to remove all of the dusty, powdery makeup that got stuck on those beautiful lash extensions. So what I like to do is apply micellar water on a disposable lip wand and then use a lint-free wipe to kind of swipe off all of that makeup gunk. We do not want that. That's one of the annoying things about having lash extensions. What did I just say? We love lash extensions. But it is such a pain when wearing makeup. It makes our extensions look all powdery. And this is my little trick to bring those extensions back to life and looking black and beautiful as ever again. For the brows, Yasmin is very blessed with beautiful, luscious, thick brows, so I don't feel the need to fill them in with any product. I'm just going to go right in with this E.L.F. Brow Gel. It is basically the same thing as the Anastasia Brow Freeze. If you've ever tried that, it's so great. It holds the brow hairs in place. So I'm just shaping the brows how I want them with this disposable mascara wand, and then once I have the shape I want, I press and smooth out the brows with my finger. And this trick, I'm telling ya, it looks like her brow hairs are laminated. It's so smooth and on fleek. Do people even say on fleek anymore? I don't know. I had Yasmin wipe off the makeup on her lips and then went in with a lip mask, and now I am just lining the lips. This is the Whirl lip liner from MAC. It is such a perfect nude and goes with like every skin tone. I've used it on so many people and it's such a staple of mine. So I kind of ask my clients to kind of position their lips like that. And then when they do it that way, I'm able to see the natural lining of their lips and where it starts, and am able to trace that a lot easier. And then as you can see here for the top of the lip, what I like to do is press on the skin above the lip, and that just kind of stretches out the skin and exposes it a little bit easier for me to see, and then I'm able to trace it a lot easier. Now when lining the lips, I always fill in the center as well. I guess it's a habit now, but I just find it's great because eventually especially if you're using like a creamy lipstick or lip gloss, when it wears off over time, at least the lip liner is still there and there's still some color left. I positioned her face to face me so that I could see if there were any adjustments that needed to be made, because I'm always striving for symmetry. And of course, there needed to be a few tweaks. A quick trick to clean up the liner is just placing your fingernail in a tissue and then scraping that right off. It works like a charm, and then we're just gonna fix that up, and look at that, she's feeling herself. And her teeth look like they should be framed at the dentist office. Alright, now on to lipstick. This is Creme de Nude by MAC, of course, because I have so many MAC products, they will last me a lifetime from working there. I do, however, love the shade and I use it a lot on my clients and even for myself. It's just such a good nude. So make sure also that you are always sanitizing your products. If you'd like to see a video on how I sanitize everything before applying products on my clients, let me know. This pink gloss by the brand E.L.F. has been my latest obsession. It's so plumping and so beautiful. I love it. It is in the shade Pink Cosmo, I believe. Look how gorgeous she looks. And now we're just going to finish up by fluffing up those lashes, making sure they're not all wild and crazy, moving back the hair, and then I'm going to have her breathe in and breathe out and drench the face with this hydrating setting spray. It is the MAC Fix Plus, obviously. This stuff is so good. It is literally what you need. Like, you cannot skip this step, because what it does is it melts all of those powdered products together, and then when it dries, the skin looks so smooth, like a filter. for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this beautiful soft glam makeup look that I love to use when making content and for film and photos. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.